Hey, God Living Here family. Welcome back. Welcome if you're first time viewer. All glory be to God. So, I just wanted to get on here real quick because I know I haven't been living and going through the motions and seeking God. Um, just really seeking God and um, trying to stop fighting my my intellect or my thoughts versus the spirit. And so that's why I call this live Dying to Live. And I'm not going to keep y'all too long because um, I got to get back to this tune. Because I got to get back to this tune. Um, I realized that I was still fighting. I was still in the rat race, is what I realized. I was still being a part of the rat race. And not seeking God wholeheartedly. I realized after doing my baby's birthday, like I'm still in this rat race, spending money where it doesn't need to be spent, um, trying to make sure she has a good birthday. And it's not me blaming anything on me trying, but I'm just saying that I realized then that I was still trying to fight or race in the rat race, purchasing stuff that she wasn't even using. I purchased a VR headset from somebody for not like the full amount, but it was half, but it wasn't even worth that. And she didn't even play with it. She didn't even play with it. She played with it once and didn't play with it no more. And so I realized then like I'm still in this rat race. And um I wanted to do something for her because she's the only child. And so I don't hang with any family or friends. Um, I don't have any family that I hang with outside of, I don't have any family or friends that I hang with. Okay, period, point blank. And I have plenty. But I realize that I'm on this journey and God has taken me to a place where I've never been before. So I'm struggling with it and it's hard. Um, right, of trying to come out of that rat race. And I realize that it's nothing. And although my heart is like, okay, I want to do this for this specific family member. I want to see my family do better than what we've been doing. I want my daughter to be in a better position than where I was growing up. And it's not the fact of I have to hustle and bustle and work harder to get it to that place, right? It's not my mother that can um, save me from save me or um, it's not my mother that can take me to a place where I in my mind want us to be. It's not my dad that can get me to a place where I want us to be as far as my family, mom, sister, nephew, my daughter, me having wanting to have a husband. It's not me having a husband, my baby daddy, that can get me in a position to where I want to be as far as me and my family doing better. It's not the job. It's not any family or friends that can do that. It's only God. It's only God. And that's what um, um, I had just been wrestling with. again, coming from my intellect and from my mind, and like, okay, I can do it this way and it'll work out this way. I can do it this way and it'll work out that way. I've done that a couple of times, doing my hair business, doing my juice business, selling oils, and it never worked out, right? It never worked out. Because again, God is taking me to a place. He's like, okay, you're saying that you want me, you want my will, you want my desires to be your desires, you want this for your life. Okay, you have to die. Baby, you gotta die. To the old Aisha, to the you hustling and bustling and trying to get your daughter places and things that you didn't have growing up. He's saying that you have to release that old life, release that old life. And so that's what I'm doing. I just resigned from my job, and it's that comfort, right? With no plan. I have no plan in place. I have no plan in place. I just resigned from my job. And it was that comfort that would have kept me there. I can go to work and I can get this $19 an hour, and I can make sure that my rent is paid, and have a car to get us back and forth, and I can hustle and bustle to try to get her to school and try to find somebody to watch her, and keep up with the Joneses as far as because that's all that's talked about anywhere I go. I don't have family that I'm hanging with, because again, I'm coming out of the old me, smoking, drinking, just fornicating and trying to do things my way. And that's all, and being a part of the world and trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's all the family that I have is doing. So I have to come out of that. It's getting lonely. It gets lonely, or I'm alone, but I'm not lonely because I know I have God. And again, God is telling me, hey, baby, trust me, you got to let it go. Trust me, you got to let it go. And again, he's taking me places to heights and eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard, right? He's taking me there, and I'm having to let it go. So again, I just resigned from this job that was comfortable. It was like, again, it was paying my bills. It was keeping us, fed and here and there, outside of, again, me wanting to have more or better, working from check to check, and me wanting to have my family to be able to, holidays where we're comfortable with each other in the holidays, and we're ready to see each other, or we can have family nights, or we can read the Bible together, or we can say I love you to each other. I don't have that right now. I don't have that right now. And so instead of me continue to fight or continue to have pride and be like, I can do it by myself. Don't worry, I'm a hustle and bustle and do it by myself. I don't need that. No, we getting out of that too. And it's me coming to the Lord, dying to the pride and the ego of me hustling and bustling and trying to show somebody up like I don't need y'all. I don't need y'all. No, because I don't want to become bitter. I don't want to have a bitter heart. That's what creates the bitterness. And not wanting to help family. It's like Joseph, how he, the very people that he helped and he had a heart to help, he saved them because he didn't become bitter, and he knew it was God. And that's the thing that God wants us to understand. And the reason why sometimes we go through struggles, and a lot of times we go through struggles, or he brings us to a place of lack and things not working out for us, is because he wants us to always be in a place where we understand who he is. Even though he may use us, even though we may be a chosen person, even though, he's anointed us to be somebody. I'm gonna use Moses as an example. Even though he chose Moses, he was still only a vessel for him to say, that this is God, because before Moses went and talked to Pharaoh and told his brothers and sisters that, hey, God is saving us, God went to him at the burning bush. God, went to him at the burning bush. So it was always God talking to him, and God came down and, he made the mount rumble and bumble, and they saw the Lord's Spirit. They saw the cloud of God. They saw God. But the thing was they kept wanting to put something tangible or something that they can see in the place of God. Money, family, relationships, what have you, your vanity, what you look like, and all of this stuff. We put that in the place of God. And God oftentimes have to humble us. And the thing is, the thing is being able to be humbled and not getting upset and not being mad with God when he humbles us, to help make us understand, or help us to understand, that he is God. He is Alpha and Omega. He is Jehovah Jireh, meaning he provides. He is Jehovah Nisi, meaning he protects. He is all of that. He is the I am that I am. He is a good father. He wants us to constantly have that on his mind, on our mind, and furthermore, to know that we can have a relationship with him. To know that we can have a relationship with him. A relationship with him, like a tangible, spiritual, literal relationship with God. We can have that. We don't have to go through Moses. Jesus came. That's the reason why Jesus came, so that we understand he is the way, the truth, and the life. That's the thing. We have to believe in Jesus, the Son that God sent, so that way we can get back to life. That way we can get back to him spiritually. He's putting it all in the spiritual aspect, and not just this flesh. Us choosing, hey, I wouldn't mind being a God, because that's what happened. He said, you'll become like gods, knowing good and evil. You'll be your own God. You'll be a grown up, figuring stuff out on your own. But God's saying you don't have to if you believe in my Son whom I sent, so that way you can live. And the power that resurrected his Son. And the thing is the belief. The belief that he is who he is, that he is God. That's the thing. It's not that, oh, I gotta clean myself up, I gotta stop drinking, I gotta stop smoking, I gotta stop fornicating. That's going to come with it once we believe and pick up God and let our lives go. He said, if you shall lose your life for my sake, you'll gain it. So that's what I'm doing. And I didn't want to keep y'all too long, but I was just wanting to put that out there, because I will begin to do lives again here shortly, in a day or so. But I have just been wrestling with my mind and me letting go of the old one, because he's like, baby, I got this for you. I got this for you, baby, but you got to let it go. And so I'm letting go. I'm completely letting go, and we just going on the wimps. And I was fighting it, because it's like, I want my baby to be in a place where where she's stable, and she has a dad in her life, and I'm not just check to check and just having to hustle and not be around her, or I'm coming home upset and irritated and irritable because I'm dealing with other people and they stuff, and wanting to be too tired to get into my word and spend time with God. No, it's strictly about God and spending time with him first. Spending time with him first, so that way he can fill me up. So that way I can start walking in his light, and not worry about holding on to this world, holding on to what this world deem as success, or holding on to what this world deem as good. He said that they're going to be calling good bad and bad good anyway. So I'd rather me be in a place of patience and kindness and gentleness and self-control. I'd rather be in a place of that, versus let me hustle and bustle and go to work and so I can get my baby this and we can live like this, versus me being, like I said, in a place of patience and self-control and being able to have a conversation with my baby about God and God showing out in our lives, because we're going over the word. I'm giving her what God has given me, and then we're walking it out, and then God showing up and showing out, giving us above and beyond, because I put all of my faith in Him, and and I'm able to give her Him, right? Because He's given me her to steward. That's His daughter. He's given me her to steward. And anything else that He's given me, the mercy and the grace, I'm having to steward it. And I'm grateful for the lessons, and I'm grateful for everything that I went through. And no, it wasn't good. No, it wasn't easy. No, it wasn't hard. And it's something that my clients can't give me. I just want to put that there, because I've had some wonderful clients that that became sisters, friends, and they didn't do anything wrong. It's just I'm having to grow and go where God wants me to go, so I can steward well what He's giving me, and not continue to hustle and bustle in this world and try to make a name for myself and try to make it be about me and what I have. And I'm giving God glory, but I still want me, right? I still want to know me, versus just doing the will of God, desiring what God desires, ministering to who He wants me to minister to. And not, because if I'm in a place of where I'm like, dang, I'm lacking, or dang, everything that I try to do, it fails. If I'm in that place, I'm not doing what God wants me to do. I'm still in the place of what I want to do. And that's what gets us into predicaments, into pickles, because we're wanting to try to keep up with the world deems as successful, as what the world seems as happy, as what the world deems as tea, instead of what God wants us to do. So we go out and we deal with a man or a woman because we're wanting that family picture life. But is that what God wanted for you? We go out and get a job and we just miserable, sitting there miserable. Y'all, the job that I left, I would have to every so often click my mouse, because I'm not doing anything. This is not the will of God. The easiest job, making the most money that I've ever made on a job, 5 hours out of the day, I wasn't doing anything. And even if whatever I was doing, it wasn't just strenuous work where I had to be outside in this heat, or had to be dealing with just rude customers, because I've had jobs like that. I had to deal with rude customers and stuff like that. But that would have kept me at a comfortable place, and like, how can I get this business together so I can make more money and show somebody up, because I know I'm the stuff. I know I'm chosen. I know I'm anointed. And he did give me, God does give you favor in places where you're at, even when you do choose to settle, because a lot of times we be settling. God has so much more for us than what we think we can give ourselves. And God be giving you favor like that. But that's not, I know in my heart that that's not what God wanted for me. Although, I've learned um, as far as having the self-control. He's telling me to have that self-control from not wanting to be able to, not wanting to fit in, and not wanting to, um, oh, you pay for that, or I can pay for me something too, or I got me something too, and competing in that competitive world. No, 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 no. We're done with that. We're done with that. I just want to be where God want me to be at peace, um, be able to have the patience and the self-control, the love in my heart for brothers and sisters and even my enemies that God has, because he said you will be judged with the same measure of judgment that you're giving out. Mere human, you're mere human. How can you judge, even if you say that you're abiding by the law? It's the heart. It's the circumcision of the heart. We have to make sure that we're circumcising our heart to not want to be, to not want to be mean when people mean, to not want to be petty or get back when somebody being petty or get back, to not want to fight for a place at the high table, at the front row seat, versus knowing that you blessed when you in the back row. So that's it. That's all, y'all. All glory be to God. I'm telling you, all glory be to Him, and just come along with me on this journey, y'all. And we're gonna see where the Lord takes me and has me and my baby, and continue to pray for me, and I'll continue to pray for you guys. I love y'all, and see y'all a little bit later. Mwah, mwah, mwah.